Hello students and welcome back to the channel. I know I already dropped a video today, so having two videos in one day is a little bit weird, but I wanted to make sure I went through an example of how to do rotation tessellations so that you can get started on this project. So what I'm going to do, all I really need is a pen, some scissors. I went ahead and cut into a square this time. You need something that has rotational symmetry. Now again, when I say rotational symmetry, I mean it's the same shape. It's the same shape when I rotate it, essentially. Squares have rotational symmetry as well as like reflection symmetry and that sort of stuff. Anyway, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to take your pen and you're going to draw some sort of pattern just like in the previous examples that's going to take up one side and probably start on one corner and end at the other corner, okay? So like something like that. Now, in the translation video, you would have cut this out and translated it down to the bottom, but we're not doing that this time. We're going to be rotating it. So instead of doing another pattern on the bottom here, you're going to do another pattern on the side, okay? So I'm going to go on the side, and I'm going to go something like that. Okay? Now, I'm done with my drawing. I'm going to pick up the scissors, and I'm going to very carefully cut out, let's start with this one here, okay? So here I've got my pattern, and instead of picking up this piece and translating it across, like last time, I'm instead going to rotate it down to the bottom side here. And I'll tape it down in a second. Similarly, I will go ahead and cut out the other piece. And just as I rotated this one to this side, we're going to rotate our new piece 90 degrees right there. Now all we need is some tape. Okay, so now we've got our template. Let's see how well this works. So I'm going to put some paperboard underneath this. And I'm going to go ahead and trace it out. There we go. Now I've made my first copy, and it's clear from the size of my stencil and the size of my paper that this isn't going to be a very big project. But now I'm going to show you how to make the next shape, but you got to watch close, okay? I'm going to take my stencil, I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees until it fits together again, just like a puzzle piece. Okay, I'm zooming in. I'm going to do that again, okay? This is what it was originally. There's its original shape. And I rotate 90 degrees this way. And as I'm doing that, I move it so that the sides line up. Boom, just like that. Now, obviously, this doesn't work for me because it goes way off my page. So I'm actually going to go ahead and rotate the other way. Instead of going that way, I'm going to go the other direction. So if I rotate, again, 90 degrees, there should be a spot where it fits together. There it is. And I can go ahead and trace that. And there is our second shape in the tessellation. We can rotate it further and fit these two sides together. And again, if you're ever unsure, just start rotating it and look for a side that matches. Again, it's like a puzzle piece. You'll know that you're right because the two sides will fit more or less perfectly together. And now I can trace. And that is the third shape in our tessellation. And I bet it shouldn't be too difficult to see how to make the fourth shape if we wanted to. Looks like that's going to fit more or less perfectly right there. Or we could continue the pattern off in this direction. That would also work. And you could do this over and over and over again. That way. That way. To make a pattern that is as big or as small as you like. Okay? Go ahead and put your questions in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I am now going to go ahead and put a couple of videos right here to give you more ideas and more examples of more rotational tessellations, including ones out in real life artwork. Thanks very much for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Class dismissed.